Hi everyone, this is Annie with Kai Dragon Gardening and Cooking. And today I want to talk to you about cucumbers. I just want to let you know that there are some things you can do if you didn't have a successful year with cucumbers. It's not too late to get some new ones in the ground. You can plant them, direct sow them, get them in pots, whatever you need to do, but try a different type. Grow the Parthocarpic Dinogenesis cucumbers, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but if you look it up, they are the type of cucumbers that you don't need to worry about having the pollinators come and pollinate. So you don't have to worry about the cross-pollination, and you know, they all come out of the cucurbit family, but there's different brands that you can get that produce a lot of cucumbers, and they have a short maturing time, so it's not too late to get them planted, especially if you didn't have success with the other types of cucumbers. You can find long lists of them on the ground. I don't do a lot of pickling and canning of my cucumbers. I like pickles, but I never really had good luck doing that. Maybe not the right recipe, but I like the salads and snacking type. So those are the type that I usually like to plant. So I will give you some brands and some tips on your cucumbers. So the Solo Long brand, Early Prince, Be It Alpha, Diamond, F1, those are all really good plants that mature very quickly. So within a couple months you'll be picking a lot of cucumbers. Party Time brand is a burpee seed. The cucumbers are about 3 to 4 inches long. They're very hard to find. Burpee always sells out of them, so keep checking the Burpee website for the Party Time brand, and when you can get them, snatch them up, because it seems like everybody is after them. The Merlin brand, China Jade, those are all other good brands. In fact, those, I think most of those of what I have gotten, and I've planted them in pots, and we'll be doing more videos as they get a little bigger so we can see how well they produce for us this year. They have a little bit of shaded area because the pear tree kind of protects them a little bit from the sun, but for the most part they're getting direct sun. So grow your cucumbers vertically with use a string trellis type thing for your plants. You can get tomato clips, or you know, the double tomato hooks, and they also have hooks that are on pulleys now, the plant pulleys, to where, you know, if you need to raise and lower the plant depending on how tall it gets for you. The wire system that I've put up is about 8 foot tall, so it's going to be over my head, and what I can't pick, I would have to get on a little step stool or a ladder, so I may use some of the pulley type clips for that. Don't let your cucumbers mature, or it sends out a signal to the whole plant to just shut it down and think it's done. So when they get about 3 or 4 inches long, some of them maybe not even that big, you can kind of tell. Start picking them. The more you pick with cucumbers, the more you're going to get. That seems to be the way it is with a lot of different vegetables, but cucumbers are that way especially. need to keep them watered every day, and sometimes when they're seedlings, you may have to water them 2 or 3 times a day because they don't want a big dose of water all at once. Just they want to be kept moist. So just remember, pick them early and often. Success in plant, if you need to, you know, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to sow fresh seeds. So, and fertilize them early and often. They need to be fed. I like the Job's Fruit and Nut fertilizer and the Jack's, and we're not affiliated with anybody. Like I said, we're a new channel. We're just starting out. We're still trying to get viewers and subscribers. So, you know, once we can get into the thousands, maybe somebody will take notice and say, hey, look, they know what they're doing. But we do have a lot of years of experience. We're just a little bit shy at making the videos and, you know, sharing the knowledge. But, you know, we just got to get out there and say what we know and, you know, let you have the tips that'll help you be more successful and keep you sowing and growing. So you just there's another fertilizer that I use, and that was really good, but it was that Alaska fish food. It's a liquid and you mix it, but the downfall with that is it draws the flies so quick. And I mean, the smell lasts for a couple days. So if you use something like that, I mean, the plants love it, but the smell is kind of nasty, but you know, it works good. So, you know, if you use it, you're going to put up with the flies. So make sure that you're not planting those somewhere really close to the house if you're going to use that fertilizer. So some of the parthenocarpic cucumbers. That's a hard word to say, but some of the ones that I found that have a 60-day or less to maturity, there's probably a long list, but I will tell you what I found with some of them. The Babylon is a slicer cucumber. It takes about 60 days. Carmen is a pickle type, 55 days. Cool Breeze is 50 days, and it's a fresh eating cucumber, you know, just snacking. Corento, 55 days. It's a slicer. Dashard is a 60-day maturity, and it's a pickling cucumber. Diva is 58 days, and it's a slicer. Envy, I did plant some of those. It's 57 days. They're fresh eating, so that means they're going to be great on your salads or just, you know, something to snack on if you just want to pick and eat. Euphoria is a pickling cucumber, 52 days. Excelsior is 50 days. It's fresh. Fanfare is 55 days. It's a slicer. The Green Fixer is 58 days. It's another one of your fresh cucumbers. Green Light's only 50 days. It's a pickling type. Your Lady is 60 days. It's a slicer. And Isnik is 55 days. It's a cocktail or pickling cucumber. Itachi is 55 days. Pickling cucumber. Juno is 55 days. It's a slicer. Katrina is another one that I did plant. It likes the heat, so it can stand those hotter temperatures. 58 days. It's a fresh cucumber. Little Leaf is 52 days. It's a pickling. It's also a bush variety. Luchfeege is 60 days. It's an earthy slicer. Manny's 55 days. It's a pickling cucumber. Market More 57 is a fresh eating cucumber. My muncher is 55 days. It's a sweet slicer. And the benefits on these two is that they're seedless because they're, they pollinate themselves. So the yield's high. They're usually disease resistant, and the flowers are mainly female. So you don't have to go out there and self-pollinate these cucumbers or wait for the pollinators to come along and do their job. They're going to do this automatically. Mona Lisa is 60 days. It's a pickling cucumber. Nokia is 55 days. It's a fresh. Olympian is 58 days. It's a slicer. Cassandra is 50 days. It's a pickling cucumber. The patio snacker, which a lot of people put those in the small planters, 55 days. It's fresh eaten cucumber. Piccolino is 52 to 70 days. Depends on your zone and where you live. It's a sweet slicer. Poinsettia 76 is a 60-day pickling cucumber. Quick is 55 days. It's a fresh eating cucumber. Rocky is 50 days and it's a slicer. Sassy is 52 days and it's a pickling cucumber. It's a little bit tart. Socrates is 60 days. It's a fresh eating cucumber. And by fresh, I mean, snack on those, put them in salads. They're great to also slice up and put in the vinegar water with the salt and pepper. Oh, those are yummy. So Speedy is 55 days. It's a slicer. Summer Dance, 58 days, and that's another pickling cucumber. Sweet Success, we're going to see about that one. Like I said, I planted 4 seeds. None of them come up, so I've planted 4 more. So hopefully we're going to see something happen with these. They're 50 days and fresh eating, so I mean, I got time. And if they don't come up this time, I will try a 3rd time. Tasty Green is 55 days. It's a slicing cucumber. Tasty Jade is 58 days. It's a pickling cucumber. Tosca is 60 days. It's a fresh eating cucumber. The Sweet Success, 50 days. It's a fresh eating cucumber. Tasty Green, 55 days. It's a slicer. Tasty Jade is 58 days. It's a pickling cucumber. Tosca is 60 days. It's a fresh cucumber. Turbo's 55 days. It's also a slicer. Tyria is 50 days. It's a tart pickling cucumber. Unistar is 55 days. It's another one that you eat fresh. Viper's 58 days. It's a slicer. Willow Leaf, only 52 days. It's a pickling cucumber. Xanthos is 60 days. It's a fresh eating cucumber. Yorkshire Frogs, 55 days, and that's a slicer. Zenith is 58 days. It's a pickling cucumber. And Zen's is 50 days, and those are fresh slicers. Anyway, that's a list of some of the different parthenocarpic cucumbers that I found. And like I said, I planted 10 different ones, and later on I'll do another video so you can see the results of what has happened. Most of the ones that I planted were the fresh eating type, because I'm not planning on canning them. I just want to eat them. So but whatever you desire to do with your cucumbers, whether you like to pickle them or do different things with them. Some people put them in salads, some people do pickle them, and I tell you, like our dogs, they like to snack on them too. So like, the small cucumbers are a lot of times the way to go. And if you're going on a trip, they're fun to just pack, in a little cooler and stuff, or or if you're going to the drive-in movie. It's fun to have a fresh cucumber to snack on. A lot less calories. It keeps you hydrated and stuff. Like I said, just remember, water them often. Cucumbers, they need water. They don't do very well when you forget about them. And if it's hot and dry. Hope you enjoyed what I've discussed with you about cucumbers. And like I said, I'll be doing another video later on so you can see the growing rate and how we have them string and growing up the trellis to do the vertical gardening with them, and hopefully get a high yield on them too. You guys have a blessed day. Get out there and keep sowing and growing, and tell everybody about us. Leave your comments below. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.